Lucas Berry and Chance Crabtree can do from the front, you know. Chance, I believe, is the one that had the factory stock last year that sold to Brandon Brown towards the end of the season. Brown drove that ride a couple races and won in it and then sold it himself. So I think lights are out and we're going to shake this one loose here, guys. Here we go. First race of the night, trophy dash for no cash, all bragging rights. Friday night under the lights at Texarkana 67 Speedway. So right now, Chance Crabtree, Lucas Berry up front. And actually, he fell back here. We got these two cars shaking out. We got the 1R. And I think our sheet's a little bit wrong here. We'll get that figured out. Sammy Cox has some issues and then fall in the back. Got Chase Glenn Morgan's moved up to second. He's out of Silver Springs, Texas, joining us here again tonight. If all else fails, look at the heat race lineup. So if that's the 1J, that's Joey Weaver. So that might be Joey Weaver out front. I don't know. We'll see. That looks like the 1J according to the heat lineup sheet. 1R, though, Lucas Berry moves into second over Chase Glenn Morgan. And right there, Chance Crabtree in the 60 of Billy Peavy's ride. Razorback Red trying to get it done as well. That's your top four. Looks like we've lost one on the track here. That's going to be Sammy Cox. So does anybody have anything for the 1J of Joey Weaver? Oh, Chase Glenn Morgan makes contact with Lucas Berry. Morgan goes over the top of the track. He'll miss Sammy Cox over there, thank goodness. That's got a flat left rear there for the Chris Riggs ride that right now Lucas Berry's driving. Tough luck. We're going to stay green. Oh, Glenn Morgan's got a flat as well. So it's going to be all up to Chance Crabtree in second to see if he cannot chase down our leader here, which again I'm assuming is the 1J of Joey Weaver. He's not on the lineup sheet to be in this race, but he's the only 1J I can find on the other sheet, Zach. Checkered flag is out for this one, boy. These trophy dashes are sometimes crazy, whether it's a crazy race or, you know, a crazy race. So
yeah, on the way to the racetrack this evening, coming from Louisiana, we saw him coming here from coming down 49. He had a left rear flat on his red Taller down there, his Hallmark trailer. So night's starting off much better. He'll have a trophy to put on the mantle.
See if he can hear us. We'll mention that to him too. And fans, as he climbs out of this car, we'll give him a hand here for that trophy dash win. We haven't, so. That's him. Joe Weaver? No, California.
I've heard Joe Weaver before.
That's English.
It's not Joey Simmons. It might be.
Give your hands up for Joey Weaver, I believe, in the 1J. Do you have a flat on the way down here, buddy? Our announcer beside me didn't stop. You ought to give him some heck about that later.
That's a good thing about getting a flat right when you get to the track. You can worry about it later.
Oh. Aubrey Whitehead out of Texarkana. Second row inside the 38. Mike Hells Bells Wells out of Texarkana, Texas. The 88B's Mason Brown out of DeKalb, Texas. 71K's Kevin Sestair, the Rains County Rocket. Emory, Texas. 14A Amber Ellis. 62H Scotty Husselbeck. F5 is Skeet Amison.
I got that. And one. Here comes to the inside Cole Burleson, one of the only drivers this season under green flag conditions here to pass 36J. After that night, Whitehead did storm back to the front from the tail to beat Brandon Brown at the line by half a gas whisker. He'll take the race lead. The 7-time Cajun Classic winner Justin Whitehead out front here at Texarkana tonight.
Yeah, when Jaws draws out front, Cole Burleson squeezes Mason Brown to the wall a little bit there going into 1 and 2. Looks like they'll shake out okay, though, but Mason Brown trying to get their run on the high side outside of Mike Hells Bells Wells. Kevin Sestair, first night in that car, Zach, in that Outlaw chassis.
The youngster out of Sins, Texas, looking awfully impressive tonight. Mason Brown driving the racing for Aiden Citizen Awareness number 88 B car. Rolls to the outside of the mighty Mike Wells, number 38. And here comes the Rains County Rocket. Kevin Sestair, John Sestair Plumbing, KR Promotions LLC, SmackDown third annual event sponsor, number 71K. He rides back in fifth. The battle for third still heating up down the back straightaway.
And give it up Mason Brown. He was hanging tough on that high side there. Zach going to 3 and 4. He's now kind of falling in the middle groove. Cole Burleson will slide up in front of him. Wanted to worry about pitching him in the wall this time. And mighty Mike Wells all over the back of Mason Brown. Kevin Sestair really can't make up no ground there, Zach.
On this beautiful night here in the second weekend of June as we roll down the back straightaway, Justin Whitehead, the 7-time Cajun Classic winner, Probably over 50 career wins here, undoubtedly, no doubt about that. Looking for 151 tonight after scoring his 150th here not long ago as he rolls down the front straightaway. Whitehead with a sizable advantage. What he does and what he does well here is checked out of the competition.
Yeah, if I had to guess, old Justin Hubbard Whitehead's got the itch, Zach. He took the week off after that successful factory stock 50 down the Architect Speedway. So he's raring and he's ready to go tonight. And he's out front of this heat race. Probably going to pick it up here if something doesn't happen. Stairs finally got by Mighty Mike Wells, and now he's trying to get by Mason Brown.
Very successful weekend for Whitehead last weekend. He may have thrown a retirement party last week, and I wasn't sure. As he's off the 2 down the back straightaway. And here comes the decaf Texan, or Sims Texas racer, the 17-year-old Mason Brown. He'll roll to the outside of the 71K. And he'll roll off a 4. Decaf, Sims, whatever you want to call it, down the front straightaway with the 88 that he has. I can't tell if that's a bunch of hometowns on his car or a lot of sponsors, but nonetheless, DE Rats did a good job. It's a busy one.
Hey, the Sims, Brahmas, or Pirates, and the Decaf Bears will tell you there's a difference there, Zach. But hey, did a little surprising trying to shake it out back there. Skeet Amundsen hadn't made up much room either. And I tell you what, we lost Scotty Husselpeck, unfortunately, after he gave that Brandon Brown ride in the factory stock 50. A good little run there until he had that spin-a-rooney.
Decaf Bears, Chicago Bears, the Bears, but this Bears having a little bit of trouble. He's unhappy.
Battle's going to be for third as we go down the backstretch here. Look at Kevin Sestair on the inside. Mason Brown on the high side.
Checker flying out for Justin Whitehead in 36. Jake Tracker to the line. And
give it to Sestair. What a race for third, Zach.
Yeah, Kevin Sestair going to...
Awesome. Shook that thing out last week. Looked awesome. 27S is going to be Austin Marshall. 007, Dustin Yunt, second row inside. 32 is Brandon Brown. 13, Trent Kenworth. 36, Colby Mewburn. 20, Neil Kemp. And the 39Z of Kelly Knighton.
Few good cars. We'll see what Neil Kemp can do from the tail in this one. He'll throw the lights out. We'll get underway.
As we go 3 wide, Brandon Brown's going to get by the 27S. I want to say Serber, but that's Austin Marshall tonight. He'll throw the inside there.
Oh, and throws the elbow on Rossum. Says, get out of my house.
He put a stamp and sent it, baby. And the UPS workers, they toss it around.
Well, the thing about the UPS deal is they usually don't hit the mailbox on the way in and out. But as they roll off and then I'll tell you what, Andrew Rossum says, I get the door slammed shut on me one more time. I'm going to go all the way through your front porch and heading out the back door on the patio if you do it to me again.
Oh, and here comes Neil Kemp. Gets a little bump there from Austin Marshall, keeping it clean there. But hey, who's on the move? It's Mewburn. That's Colby Mewburn, the youngster in the 36, trying to chase down Brandon Brown.
I'm telling you, it looks like a piece of Colby cheese right now. He's just kind of swishing and swiping his way through the field, going right through the holes that are given. Into 3, off of turn number 4. It'll be Brandon Brown pushing up to the midway point of 3 and off of 4. He smashes the lap pedal. Down the front straightaway, he has the race lead at 32. Brandon Brown out front into the close 20 suspension number 32, followed by the Outlaw Chassis Bested Elite Power number 36 of the youngster, the 17-year-old Colby Mewburn, who celebrated and graduated from high school. They're 3 wide for third. Down the back straightaway, it's heating up at Texarkana. 3 wide between some good racers. Last Friday night's winner, Chase, and the 92 with the meat in the bun. The 007 has the golden gun ready to fire of Dustin Yon in New Boston.
They're all over each other. Zach, sorry about that, bud. Neil Kemp trying to get something done. We got a yellow. They saw the lights before they saw the flag. Something's going on. Oh, Nick Serber's car left the track over there with Austin Marshall behind the originals around here at 67 Speedway.
Speaking of
Scotty's sister.
Yep, drove this car, the number 32 at Arclitex for 6 years a couple of weeks ago by Brandon Brown. Now the hired, oh boy, a shot in the shorts by the close 20 of Kemp there on the restart. Now Rossum says, I want a piece of the pie again. I'll become a player once again in 92.
They call him Dick Sticks for a different reason there. Zach, was he digging in the back of that car?
Yeah, he gave him a shot in the shorts for 3.
And here we go. Look at Mewburn trying to make a run on Brown. Here we're going to get a halfway point. So 4 down, 4 to go. What can Colby Mewburn do with Brandon Brown and Neil Kemp and Dustin Yunt?
His name is Neil. He's got the wheel. Stealing on it. Off the 2, he'll smash the lap pedal as here comes the 36, the 17-year-old of Colby Mewburn trying to stalk and hawk the tire tracks of the winningest factory stock driver here in Texarkana this season so far. The 10th event of the 2018 season, hot and heavy underway in the second factory stock heat race of the night. On demand on raceontexas.com. Back down the front straightaway into turn number 1. The 32 on the high side, the outside. Smash the lap pedal off the 2. Separate himself, put that best engine power plant to the test. His dig stick owner, the man who valved those shocks for him, riding in 3rd with Neil Kemp from works to 3rd.
And as we come to the line here, 2 to go from Flagman Joe. Neil Kemp's going to be all over the back of Mewburn here. Zach, we're going to battle for second, probably going into 3 and 4.
Yeah, and that line on the racetrack is moving up further and further. If you've ever to watch Brandon the last couple of laps, he's trying to fit his car higher and higher up on the racetrack. And that loose dirt's getting kicked up a little bit higher. They're going to keep pushing that cushion out. If there is much of a cushion.
Woo! Rossum and Yunt, boy. I don't know about no cushion, but they found each other's door panels there.
Yeah,
Good,
right.
hard racing for fourth. We'll see what they can shake out and do here. Young gets a loose off the corner. Go down the backstretch. Neil Kim's got another half a lap to try to make a move on Mewburn. The Brown's going to take it. Looks like Zach take us home.
Good old bull ring racing here tonight in Texarkana as the Club 20 car. Kirby, Arkansas's Neil Kent took a stab. He won't get the job done. The 36 holds him off for second. Colby Mewburn will grab second. Taking the dub. Driving the hat.
Row outside the X, that pretty X boy. That's going to be Daniel Jones out of Texarkana, Texas. And again, that black 96 is going to be Jerry Stevens Sr. out here last weekend for the first time in 3 years behind the wheel, getting it done. Joe's going to look him over. We're going to look to go green here. 8 laps for the Hobbit Stocks. Heat race number 1. And Goat broke taking the green. 3 weeks in a row that he's had problems with that new car, man. It's 3 wide on the backstretch coming out of 2. We got a race already here. Zach, little Rebel Freight has a little issue. Daniel Jones going to send it into turn 3 and 4. Takes second away from Jerry Stevens Jr. He's got his eyes set on Brandon Starnes. He'll look to the outside of Starnes going into 1 and 2. They're a good race. He's got a good run coming off the corner. Brandon Starnes going to hit the loud pedal and take it down the backstretch if he wants to hold on to the lead. They're going to be side by side as they go into 3 and 4. Daniel Jones is digging, baby. He's got that car better and better each week as he tries to chase the brother-in-law, Jamie Timbo Clayton, who's been the king of the Hobbit Stocks. They're going to swap lines this time in a 1 and 2. Jones on the inside, Starnes on the outside. He gets a little loose and wily. He keeps it under control. He gives up the top spot on the backstretch, though. Daniel Jones will take over the lead here as we're going to have 3 in the book this time by. Be 5 to go. Starnes is not going to go away, though, man. He's all over the inside. Daniel Jones will be side by side coming out of turn 2, going down the backstretch. Oh, my. They are on fire right now. Jones going to give the spot back up. A little slide job, a little crossover move. Jones is trying to go to the inside, take it back, coming down the front stretch. What a race for the lead at the halfway point. Daniel Jones takes the lead back, going into 1 and 2. Now Brandon Starnes going to try to cross him back over down the backstretch. On the inside, man, this is a good one. Oh, a little contact, little Robbins racing. Starnes backs out of it, thinks better about it as they get a little rub. Daniel Jones got the lead. Starnes is going to fall into second of that 1B. Daniel Jones sends it into 3 and 4. 1B of Brandon Starnes. They're going to try to chase him down. 2 to go from Flagman Joe. Back behind him, Jerry Stevens Sr. has held off Shelby Franks. So she's riding in 3rd. Or excuse me, she's riding in 4th. Jerry Stevens Jr. riding in 3rd, trying to chase down the leaders, Starnes and Jones. Jones is opening up a little bit of a gap now over Starnes. He's got a danky lead here. Starnes is going to take a spin. Goes through the corner there. Starnes gets it back under control. Will keep it green. Fall back to 4th. He's got a lap to pass Shelby Franks. Can he do it? Out front, though, it's Daniel Jones going to pick up the win here. Coming out 3 and 4. If he can keep it straight, keep it pretty. It's going to be Texarkana, Texas native in the X. Daniel Jones picking up your win here. Hobbit Stock Heat Race number 1. Texarkana 67 Speedway. Unofficially in seconds will be the 96 of the GOAT Senior. Confirm that. That 327 has not been here this year either. That's Adam Kane. What you know about him, Zach?
He raises a lot of his last name.
Raising Cane's native, huh? 33D there, Danny Cathy. That's your 4 for this one. Jimbo Clayton, Chris Rogers, Adam Kane, Danny Cathy. Who's it going to be? I tell you what, Clayton and Rogers, I think, are going to be side by side for a lot of this one. 8 laps. Heat race number 2. Hobbit Stocks. Well, he's raising Kane right now for second over Chris Rogers there in the wagon, the shaggin' wagon. Couldn't run factory stocks anymore in that ride, so he made it a hobby stock.
Well, why not go pick a few?
I tell you, this is a little like last week, though, man. Rogers didn't look like he had much for Jamie in the heat race, but in the feature, he took off.
Yeah, I was just going to pick on Chris because he's a friend.
Right.
Say he's gonna, he can pick a few cherries here, but you can't pick none here in Texarkana when Jamie Clayton's in the field.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, Rogers is a good guy, man. I'm glad he finally got that car legal to come down here and run with us. So
Surely, everybody knows I'm picking.
no. I tell you what, though, Adam Kane, man, he's right there with Jimbo. Rogers not far off either. Danny Cathy still trying to get that 33D, shaking out there on the back though. We'll have 3 down as they go by this time. Ooh, I see. I am strong. I am strong. And Drew Armstrong in the house walking down there to the concession stand. Stop him and ask him for $1. Tell him Chase asked him for $1. Nope, that is Adam Kane in the 327, Zach. That maybe his car, you're thinking? The number? The scheme? What is it? I don't like triple digits, Zach. I got something against that. I got something against the triple digits. I don't know why. I don't like them, Zach. It's not my cup of tea. Here we go, though. Adam Kane is raising some more cane. He's found the leader, Jamie Jimbo Clayton here. See if he can do anything. He's all over his tail tank. Maybe he'll give him a shot in the shorts, or maybe he'll go to the inside. Who knows? I do not know, Zach. Why have you been recording me the whole time? I thought that was Austin's job. Jamie Jimbo Clayton will get 2 to go. Adam Kane sends it into 3 and 4. See, that's going to hurt him on the exit, though, here. As they are going to have a battle these last 2 laps and see what he can do. Chris Rogers not far back, but it looks like a 2-man show. Oh, my. Adam Kane looking to the inside this time down the backstretch. Boy, he's got that car loose and wily, though, coming out of the corner. That front left tire looks a little awkward as well. I don't know if that's just some dirt on the rim or if that thing is a little wobbly there, but they're going to get the white flag. Adam Kane is digging. Can he find where to go on this last lap, Zach?
It'd be a pretty awkward date, I'm pretty sure, if it was leaning out like that, sitting at the table. As they roll off the 2 down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3, out front with the lead. It'll be all Jamie Jimbo Clayton. And looking like Scott Bloom was the 327 looked like he had broke that left front like he did at Wheatland, but not the case. So hold on, though, and take second.
It looked like it's like a half black, half chrome wheel that just looks awkward, right?
It just has mud in there. He probably has
ain't no mud. Ain't no mud in there growing up,
he'll
man.
find another one.
I wanted El Camino, and I wanted to have a Harley in the back.
Yeah, my father raced mini stock. He had a Nissan, a 280 or 200 SX for a few years, but didn't anyway. That was a lot of fun. It was actually Datsun then before it came Nissan. For what it's worth, off of 4 limited modified heat race, the one's underway.
We'll come back to that later. Oh, contact already. Sammy Cox, Jimmy Tubbs drives up the wall. He's done that enough here. 67 in the pass. Let's stay off the wall, wild child.
They go 3 wide there momentarily as they go 3 wide now. Oh, look out, 27 more. You're making contact there with PB in the 60. And turn number 3. Here comes Whitehead to the inside for the race lead.
And wild child living up into his name on the backstretch. Jimmy Tubbs getting crazy out there in that 72. But Whitehead from last to first in 1 lap, Zach.
Yep.
Western Flyer.
It's Justin. Here he goes again on his own down the road. Only road he's ever known. Just like the White Snake song says.
White what?
White Snake off of 4 down the front straightaway, ready to strike, and he's already struck.
Isn't that one of them hair bands? Hey, Sammy Cox was showing us his belly when he came by. That sheet metal's flying up in the air, boy. You can see all the innards of that car. That don't look too friendly, but that old school sport mod is what he's in, man. I like that car, but I don't know if it's just up to date enough with these cars. We lost Tubbs.
You'd be surprised, man. You never can tell. Track conditions, a lot of that stuff play a factor into how the car is going to handle, but the body can play dividends as far as aerodynamics goes. We got PB around at 1 and 2. They're splitting from the in and outs.
Crabtree.
Nonetheless, sorry, Crabtree.
You are right. It's
PB.
PB's right, but that's Crabtree in the wheel tonight. That'll bring out a caution. I'm glad they split him. They made him the meat in the middle.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Whitehead's rims. Yeah, they're chrome arrows. But he'll, like K-Mo said, them chrome arrows to clean for y'all, baby.
Shout out to the bandit, Cole Burleson, right in front of us. He came up from his heat race there.
Whitehead having no problems there. They can quick work to the competition here early on in this one. But we'll get around down the back straight with turn number 3, back down the front boulevard for Whitehead to grab.
Oh, Sammy Cox issues coming out of turn 2 there, Zach.
2.
So you've got 3 guys that have had some issues in the heat race and in the trophy dash trying to get their cars shaken out. And you know what Justin says? I've shaken my car out already, boy. I'm here to win.
I think if you ask Justin, he'd still say, have that thing quite where he wants it. But it may be a little bit hard to gauge where you'd like it to be tonight. But he'll find that out in the main event because RJ Strowman will be in heat race number 2. And it's always what makes it a lot of fun come feature race time.
That's it. Well, at least Jaws is not like KR. I made that little video earlier in the week, kind of redid K-Mo's song where it said, I roll out the trailer and I bring out a caution. That's what KR does. He rolls out the trailer and he brings out a caution. It'll be interesting to see what the Wheelman can do in his return to factory stock racing. 2 to go, Zach.
He ain't half bad. He ain't half good. Into 1 and off of 2 down the back straightaway. Whitehead with the race lead. It'll be 1 lap to go this time by off of turn number 4 from Flagman Joe Hone.
Are you comfortable saying that Whitehead or Strowman are your favorites for the INCA or the limited modified for the SmackDown?
Oh yeah, I'm not uncomfortable saying that at all. I think that those 2 guys.
If you had to pick one,
if I were to pick one, I'd say RJ Strowman's undoubtedly the favorite.
He's been on fire. Like, hasn't left NBA Jam on fire yet. You know what I'm saying?
It's been a boom shakalaka type celebration each and every Friday night. As the checker flag sends them out though. 7-time Cajun Classic winner. 36J takes the win.
Breaking news right here at 67 Speedway. Four out of Texarkana, Arkansas, second row outside 88 of R.J. Strowman, the showman out of New Boston, Texas, and bringing up a rear. That's the 2. That's going to be Adam P. Wayne Roy, Red Lick, Texas, Red Lick Mafia getting it done. Chris Gardner's out there too. He's on a lineup sheet. That's Chris Gardner rounding them out on the outside of Adam Roy. 3 wide down the front stretch, going into the corner. Oh my! Let's go 4 wide, Zach, as we come out of turn 2. Patrick Frank sneaks better. I think makes contact with Lucas Berry. Adam Royce came from the back, following R.J. Strowman through the field.
Adam Roy to the inside of the 88 there for a second. He'll have to think better of it just a little bit. Slides up the racetrack there off of Roy. Here comes Strowman, the former track championship winner here, and a former hot stock champion back at the old Arkansas Speedway. He'll go to the inside of the race lead. It's Strowman and BJ Moore. BJ Moore, a former limited modified track champion here at Texarkana. They'll go side by side with the race lead. Moore's going to high side hustle, and he'll slip over the top into 1 and 2. Tough break.
That stamp had no glue on it, Zach, as he sent it into turn 3.
Yeah, did not grab the, did not put the power to the.
Tater was able to stay at his heels for a lot of laps.
I mean, Tater has great sponsors, folks to help him out. Cage definitely got a little more financial backing, but I would say that the cars are both worth around the same.
Trailer and 2 motors.
Yeah,
big time racing.
They both have worked. Yeah, he worked very hard to get to that point.
Very
Kelly's quicker offer him an opportunity, just like Tater Hyde is deserving of an opportunity as well. What Billy Ray and all of them have done for him over the years as well.
And Tater, I was just gonna say real quick, he used to be like that too. Remember he was out in the USMTS racing, traveling the states here, getting motors from BJ or Billy Robinson, you know, back in the day. So, but showman R.J. Strowman right now out front of Adam P. Wayne Roy there, Zach.
Yeah, you mentioned that. It's very important for those kind of folks to stay in the sport. Like, you have a Shane Sprinkle or a Jeff Allgaier or just guys like that. I mean, you can go on. Dunn Benson Ford, I mean, up in North Carolina, just that will keep the sport going. But off the board, the R.J. Strowman out front, who's been keeping it rolling, just rolling. You flip R.J., it'll just be JR. He's just rolling each and every Friday night here to the checkered flag in first position, as he's done each and every week. I'm not sure he's undefeated in a heat race here this year.
Chris Gardner got a flat left rear. That thing was sitting that low. Maybe the black rim's kind of throwing me a sideways view of it there. But, you know, I was going to mention Tuesday, last week we talked about Bailey Turner and RJ up front. 2 of the prettiest cars here. You can say the same thing right now about RJ and Adam Roy. Again, these limited modifieds, they got some sick wraps on these cars, man. John Good Jr., unfortunately, hasn't been back with us with some motor problems. He's got one too.
Yeah, I'm sure you really like it as well, because that 88 so reminiscent of the LSU Tigers. You know, just a lot of dominance, a lot of victory there in that 88 car.
LS who?
I saw Arkansas lose. Anyway, into 3. Here comes Adam Roy. Maybe he has something tonight. You know, he's gone to work. He's put this thing to the test, probably on in the shop, doing what he can to get this thing better and better each and every week, but he's came up short twice here to Strowman this season. But Adam Roy has picked up a victory this season as he drives the Wounded Duck Trucking Modern Primitive sponsored DE Wraps Roy Performance powered IRP chassis number 2. The Strowman chassis out front with the showman R.J. Strowman. And he rolls out before to the white flag this time. Final trip around the quarter-mile speed plant here in Texarkana, Arkansas. Into 1. Roy within striking distance, but not there to make a gain on him. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Driving the best elite power plant. Number 88. Hughes Auto Cells, Ronnie's Paint and Body, the Mopar Man, R.J. Strowman, the showman in 88, takes the win. Colorado Winter Duck Trucking Modern Primitive is number 2 with Adam Roy. Battle to the line for 3rd is going to be a close one, and Michael Rhodes, who won a stellar heat race here last Friday night. Inside of row number 2, out of Emory, Texas, the Rains County Rocket, jumping the Day Motorsports 71K of Kevin Sestair from Emory, Texas. And scheduled to round out the field, the one with the golden gun. He's been hot each and every week, punches the time clock, and sends on work. It'll be Drew Armstrong. And unfortunately, Kevin Sestair not going to make it out. We called for 4, we got 3 of them. So that's one of the heavy, oh boy, team cars make a little bit of contact there. Lawson will make a little bit of contact there with his teammate, obviously in the team car, identical for Drew Armstrong. That's his old Larry Shaw car. As last weekend in Victor Lane here at Texarkana, Drew Armstrong mentioned how this is a brand new Larry Shaw chassis, the first night out on it, and went to Victor Lane. You wouldn't have known any difference because he was as dominant last week as he's been for the entire season here in Texarkana, Arkansas.
And to that point, this is not Keith Lawson's first trip up here either. Lawson's been with us a couple times this season in his own ride, so you know, again right now, I guess the other car, I know Drew had the new car, And then I guess the other one is the one that he tore up on the mod tour, the Red River tour. So
Yeah,
he got it back together, pieced up. But right now it's all about the Kiamichi King, Michael Rhodes out of Paris, Texas. The 70 out front, sitting pretty. Comes out of turn 2 there. Talked to him earlier this week, man. He was excited after that heat race that. He just, loves it. This car, we talked about him and this car and the money in it. And, that's the glorious thing about IMCA racing. It's not about money. Money's not going to win it for you all the time there. So he's getting it done with a lot less, it sounds like, a lot of these guys and gals in this division. So it's good to see him out front right now, rocking and rolling. As Drew Armstrong not chasing him down much there, Zach.
That's one of the things that a lot of folks love about the IMCA sanctioning body is they keep a lot of this stuff they keep it corralled anyway, and tell these guys to rein it in when they need to. And it feels like the financial side of the sport is getting maybe out of hands in some respects. And some cost more than others, of course, and you can pick and choose what class you'd like to compete in, but sometimes it still gets away from the pocketbook. Down the front straightaway, each and every one of these drivers will thank all their sponsors, but one thing they don't hardly ever think is their own back pocket.
So right now, we'll get this whole wrapped up. I wonder what happened to Sestair, though. I'm a little interested. Again, another car dropped out. Couldn't make it out, of course. But white flag's out for the Kiamichi King, Michael Rhodes. And Drew Armstrong chase him down. He's running in second. Sounds like Drew almost shut it down there, Zach, coming down the front stretch. A little awkward there. Keith Lawson riding in third. So, Kiamichi King, Michael Rhodes, he's going to ease off the loud pedal here. Coming out of turn 4, he'll coast out here to the win of the heat race number 1 for the IMCA Modifieds. Unofficially in second to be that open. Starting behind him, it's the 24K, the 18-year-old out of Hot Springs, Arkansas, Keaton Atkinson. They're almost 3 wide for the start. Keaton Atkinson not waiting long to try to get his car up the front there. 3 wide, Jesse Sweatman in the middle. Keaton Atkinson will take the top spot. Coming out of the corner, Sweatman will fall back to second. Steve Rebel Ward almost goes off the high side. Coming out of turn 2 there, will gather up, go back to the low side of 3 and 4. Atkinson trying to step away from Jesse Sweatman, the old tech man. Right now, Keaton Atkinson, he's out front. He's looking ready in that 24K, man. Gets that thing smoother and smoother every week. I tell you, boy, he threw that thing sideways in the corner that time. He comes down with the middle groove there, comes down the front stretch. Kind of stepping out from Jesse Sweatman right now. We'll see if he can keep it up. Ward almost started to make a run on Sweatman there, Zach. And I tell you what, Ward, he's been kind of hot and cold, man. He's been getting that car better and better, no doubt about it, because some of the runs he's had. But some weeks he comes down, he looks like he's going to be a top 3 car. Sometimes he comes down, he just has some troubles out here, man. For someone who's ran this track for so long, it just happens, I guess, right?
Yeah, last weekend he was actually very strong. I mean, spun out early in the race, came all the way back up to battle for the second spot late in the going, and then battle some adversity from the tail in the main event, and ended up finishing pretty strongly there in the number 50. But Steve's been at this for quite some time, and I know that he's happy to have that IMCA sanctioning banner over this racetrack here, and supported this place week in and week out, whether he had a promoter hat on. But I tell you what, man, Jesse Sweatman's really coming strong, because Keaton Atkinson may get some company here. He's dominating off the middle part in the turn number 4, right there to the middle of 3 and 4, and really smashing the loud pedal and kind of darting his car off the exit there. We'll see if he continues to utilize that part of the racetrack as now Sweatman runs into trouble.
Tough break for Sweatman. To your point, Zach, that's like the 3rd time I thought Keaton might spin it coming out of 3 and 4. But just like you said, just the way he's diving that car off, man. He gets that thing biting coming out of turn 4. It's going to come to 2 to go here.
Really pretty. Last weekend he had broke something on the front end. I mentioned it and made note of it during the main event. I said it didn't look like the rear end was shifting right in the car. Just something wasn't right on it. You could tell it wasn't hopping up on the bars the way it should have. And I forget what they said it broke, but it definitely broke something underneath the undercarriage of the race car that had to do with the steering and the suspension. But the Dirtworks chassis number 24 for the youngster out of Hot Springs. The heater from Hot Springs.
We were talking about that earlier. I was thinking, he'll give you a beating, Keaton Atkinson right now. But hey, battle for second there, Jesse Sweatman all over Steve Rebel Ward. Bring us home, Zach, for Keaton.
He'll be leaving off of 4. Down the front row, he was your leader. He's now your winner. The 24 of Keaton Atkinson takes the win. The Hot Springs, Arkansas ace. The 18-year-old takes the checkers, followed by the 4.
DJ, who knows? It's Dalton Bynes, Mr. 2018. Second row inside, to be the 21M. That's Morgan Powell out of Texarkana, Arkansas with 36. A Connor Mewburn to the outside. The 14 there, it's going to be Justin Lishman out of Texarkana, Arkansas with 1R of, it says Chris Riggs in that car tonight, not Gunner. On the back there, it's going to be Brendan Plumley out of Stamps in the 13. And and Jesse Tate's car broke down. That didn't take long. Poor boy racing. Hard times. He'll give up the front row spot there right now. The 3 of Trent Crabtree. Morgan Powell trying to pick up where she was at last season, man. She's had some tough luck. Got a new car rolled out here. She's got a couple races on to get it all figured out here after scrapping that other one. And she's going to look to the inside right now. Trent Crabtree for the lead coming out of turn 2. Morgan Powell looking to take the top spot. Also looking at 14 moving on up. That's Lishman, Justin Lishman, that black 14 ride. Good four-cylinder racing going on right now. As Plumley sends it off in the corner there. Connor Muburn's dropping. That's not often you see Connor Mubern drop to the back. Right now, it's all about Morgan Powell out front, the 21M. Getting that new ride, shaking out, trying to get Trent Crabtree riding in second with Justin Lishman to chase him down. 1R takes a little spin of Rooney there, gets it back under control. Good battle side by side for Plumley and Connor Mubern. As right now, Morgan Powell's holding on pretty good to that top spot there. Crabtree still over the back of him, and Justin Lishman looking for it there as they go 1, 2, 3 into turn 3. Connor Mubern's finally got away from Plumley. We get the halfway point from Flagman Joe Home. Very good to see Trent Crabtree back there running second in that red 3 there. Hadn't seen Trent this year at all until last week out here, so I don't know what's been going on. Same car I remember seeing last year, I believe, there. So, and Lishman, look at him, battle for second momentarily here. So Lishman's all over the back of Crabtree. We got 3 to go this time by. It's 8-lap, 4-cylinder heat race number 1. Lishman gives Crabtree a bump going down the front stretch. He says, I'm there. I'm going to send it off into turn 1 and 2. Going to be side by side coming out of turn 2, going down the back stretch. We'll try to keep it clean here, guys. 4 cylinders always got some action on the track there. Lishman pushes up a little bit. Crabtree's on the high side. Lishman's on the middle groove there. Around the corner. He'll slide up in front of Crabtree. Take the second spot away as we get 2 to go from Flagman and Joe. 4th place right now is going to be Connor Mubern. And battle in the back here gets Plumley and Riggs. They shake it out for 5th. Crabtree not going to let that second spot go very easily. Trying to stays up with Lishman, but tell what, Morgan Powell sitting pretty up front, trying to get her first heat race win, I believe. I will say that. I don't know if she's picked up a heat race win yet this season, but again, she's had some tough luck. Transition over that new car. I guarantee you Andy Powell will text me here in a moment and let me know. But she's got about a half a lap to try to get it done here, that new 21M. Coming out of turn 3 and 4. Give it up, fans, with the 21M of Morgan Powell and Texarkana, Arkansas getting done. Second place unofficially there be the 14 of Justin Lishman with Trent Crabtree out of Arkansas in the 3, bringing out the top 3 there. Connor Mubern unofficially in 4th. Chris Riggs, I guess, in the 1R. Oh, no, is that no longer affiliated? Or maybe that no wasn't for me. 32C, is that right? Yeah, he's in the C ride tonight. So Luke Wheat's going to be in usually Carson's or Ricky's car. I don't know, 32C there in Nash, Texas. We got one more out there on the sheet. That's Danny Rambo in the 4R. Don't forget about Rambo. Converse all over the back of Chris McKnight. Chris Perkins looking to the back side there of Laughlin. Oh my, we got a cluster up here. So, a little spin-a-rooney there. He's going to try to save it. He does. That's Cody Laughlin getting that car shaken out. We got a battle for the lead up here between Chris McKnight and Justin Converse. Almost 3 wide coming out of the corner here. It's the Sunfire from Saturn gets beside there of Danny Rambo. That's a battle for 5th. And Converse has assumed his normal position at the top of the leaderboard here. And that's Dakota Cooper. Okay, I don't know if I've seen Dakota Cooper's silver car there. That's a new one for him. And we got that black flag, unfortunately, for the 32C of Luke Wheat. That's unfortunate. Not sure exactly what's going on there for Luke to get that, but Joe Holmes on his game. So, unfortunate there. We'll get shaken out. We'll start back with the feature race. Right now, Captain Universe, Justin Converse down in front. Chris McKnight trying to chase it down with Dakota Cooper in 3rd. And here comes some smoke from Chris Perkins. That thing was doing that last week, though, so I guess it's normal. You know, Morgan Powell's ride last year, the other 21M she had, kind of did the same thing. She'd hit the smoke screen button very often, never really affected anything. She was kicking rear with that thing smoking, so we won't worry about it. Other than the fact that Perkins caught fire down there in the factory stock 50, but oh well. So right now, Chris McKnight working the low side, trying to chase down Justin Converse, but there's a good battle for 3rd. There's Dakota Cooper on the outside of Chris Perkins. Perkins a little slow, though, coming out of the corner. We've got some issues or just lost a little bite there. Dakota Cooper sends it on the high side, coming out of turn 3 and 4. He's trying to chase down Chris McKnight. Danny Rambo still trying to get his new ride shaken out back there. Rambo, boy, tough luck. We've been calling him the engine blower changer guy. Well, I think he put like 6 or 7 in a row within a week and a half, but no good engines, man. It's tough luck trying to get his other car back going, as we called it, Jason, because that thing kept coming back to life. Battle for second, though. Dakota Cooper trying to get to the outside of Chris McKnight. Can't do it yet. 2 to go here. Battle's going to be for second, it looks like, as Justin Converse found his universe, and he's taking off. They are side by side coming out down the backstretch. Dakota Cooper trying to take away the second spot from McKnight. He'll do it. He'll send it off into 3 and 4. McKnight's going to shoot back to the low side, try a little crossover here. They'll almost be side by side coming down the front stretch. It's going to be a good battle here. 1 more to go. Could Chris McKnight take that second spot back away from Dakota Cooper? He'll almost do it coming out 2. Where the momentum will give Dakota Cooper, though, the line coming out turn 2 as they go down the backstretch. They'll try to send it one more time. That high run, though, man, you get that momentum going. Not sure what's going to happen. They're going to be side by side. Coming out of 3 and 4. We got a race for second. Chris McKnight, Dakota Cooper. Give it to Dakota Cooper in the 3D. He'll unofficially take second.
For the third generation racer. Inside of row number 3, it'll be Kevin Sestair, the Emory, Texas racer, the former top 3 finisher in the factory stock 50. Outside, it's 3-wheel Neil Kemp. This is a star-studded affair. The lights are going to go out. We're going to get underway. And we'll drop the hammer as the green light comes on, and a hit off into 1 for the first time. Whitehead going to get the whole shot here by about a half a car lead, but Brown's outside line momentum going to pay dividends. They'll put his foot to the forward. He slips off the back straightaway there momentarily. And he gives Justin a shot in the shorts to the inside for the oh my goodness gracious. Brendan Brown and Justin Whitehead making some significant contact in the 3 wide down the middle of the front straightaway here in the 1. Whitehead able to escape the clutches of the number 32, the 3 wide for third. Wow.
Hey, they're picking up where they left off on 420, Zach.
But that contact there was, I think Brandon may have felt like Justin crowded him. I'm not sure. I don't see maybe what he saw. We'll see on this cool down lap here.
Yeah.
What if Brandon, it's a lot of cars, bro.
Interesting as we move through the year to see what he does with that thing. I wonder if it's going to come back home or if it's going to stay down there at Architects. I don't think anything will be said till later on, but I'm sure he's already thinking about it.
Well, Justin Whitehead's going to smash his foot to the throttle. He knows where he's at tonight. He's behind the wheel of the home racetrack. He's trying to cross underneath the checker flag in that 1 spot. But we'll see what Brandon Brown has. His nephew, Colby Mubern, rides third. The bandit Cole Burleson, the former 4-cylinder ace, is back and forth. And he make contact there with Colby Mubern, and there we go.
Hey, Zach, what's in the top 3? What do you notice there? Outlaw chassis getting it done, though. Cole Bandit Burleson in 4th with Kevin Sestair and Neil Kemp battling out for 5th.
No flaws in the trio of outlaws. 1, 2, 3 right now on the racetrack as they send off into turns 1 and 2. As Brandon Brown now finally looks like he's getting that dig underneath him, provided by Neil Kemp, the close 20 suspension. And speaking of Kemp, he gets a run down the back straightaway and disposes of the 71K of Sestair. He goes to 5th.
And right now, Brandon Brown trying to track him down to lead. There was a good battle back there for 4th, 5th, and 6th. He's got Sestair. Kemp, caution him to come out for. That's Nick Serber's car, driven by Austin Marshall tonight. That go work.
Well, he says that UMP Dirt Car passed it. He was passed by an orthopedic specialist. So anyway, off of 4, he comes from 15th and wins the dream. Not too surprised. The veterans rose to the occasion. Mac Daddy Dale McDowell finished 2nd as they head off into turns 1 and 2. Brandon Brown's going to sniff and flirt with disaster on that outside line a little bit higher up on the speed plant. He'll look to hold back the nephew to your leader right now, Whitehead. It's Colby Muir, the 17-year-old, working to his inside as they roll off at turn number 4 chase. Whitehead still leads, but here comes Brandon.
Brandon Brown, Colby Muir putting on a good show back there again. 007, Dustin Yutt, Mike Hells Bells Wells, Andrew Rossum, Sestair, Kemp. Throw a towel over these guys, man. You got a lot of factory stocks here right now. It's going to be here next weekend for the SmackDown Battle Royal. Spinner Rudy, Drake Kenward over in turn 2.
And Brandon's driving that thing way deeper into the corners. He's about to have to lay it on the line and hang it all out and ride his 32 car with reckless abandon. Right now, he'll slam the door shut. He'll try the bottom once again. He's fast enough to keep back Colby, but not quick enough to run down Justin.
I tell you, I'm impressed right now with Colby Muir, too. He's giving Brandon Brown a pretty good run there from behind. He opened up the gap a little bit that time, Zach, but Colby's been almost side by side with him coming out of turn 4 for a couple laps here. Shout out for Skeet Amison back there, battling out with Mason Brown and also the Lishman ride.
How about a shout out to Cole Burleson, who's running 4th right now with the best factory stock drivers around. He's got Neil Kemp, the 2017 factory stock 50 winner, flirting to his inside there, and Burleson's going to try to slam the door shut. He will. He'll hold him at bay, and that messes the rhythm up for the 20 as the 71K of Sestair will fight to the inside. We got a great battle here.
Tough luck for Austin Marshall there in the Serber ride. He's went around a couple times over there trying to get that thing straightened out. Found a banana peel over there, can't figure it out. Trent Kenward going to go a lap down here to Justin Aubrey Whitehead.
Yeah, Justin Whitehead is going to dispose of lap traffic, or he'll try to. Kenward pushes up the racetrack. And the same exact thing that happened for Kenward did for the 32 as well. Pushed big there in 3 and 4. but Brandon Brown's nonetheless got out of the crosshairs of the 36 of Mewburn, and he's working on Whitehead, but he's still coming up short.
He can't stay with him. I say Trent Kenner advised him I'd be driving it harder than I have all night, because when you get a lap down and get behind Justin Whitehead, it gives you a chance to learn something, Zach. Figure out what's going on. What are these guys doing that you're not doing, and what can you do to step your game up?
Yeah, that you can learn, but you won't be following him for that long.
Hey, Glenn Lindsay down there at Boot Hill, boy, he did about 3 laps, baby. Justin Whitehead wasn't too happy about that.
Yeah, I talked to Glenn about that, but he said he felt like he had to show something. But
the flag doesn't mean get out of the way and let them pass you. It means hold your line.
All right, now holding his line. Holding his line out front and rolling the hub and hubbing it well. And Mason Brown smelling of rear end grease.
That's what we're smelling, Zach.
Yeah, burnt Hoosier tire and possibly rear end grease, something like that. But definitely doesn't smell like cherries outside, so I don't think anybody's doping their tires tonight.
Yeah. He was flossing, Hoosier tire glossing, but right now he's got some problems. Mason Brown back there. He'll get it figured out and get it. Colby Mewburn trying to get the inside of Brandon Brown. Been a good battle for second. We've got a battle for third and fourth here. Fourth and fifth. And you got Kevin Cesare. The rain's kind of rocking. He looks at the inside of the Bandit. Cole Burleson in that 22B.
I'm impressed with Cole, man. I tell you what. He obviously hopped out of the 4-cylinder class, hopped on the mic up here with us about a month ago, and shared his insight on the factory stock racing. And, you know, came to Barkle, Texas, tried the factory 50. You know, said he felt like he probably didn't have the confidence to even come and do it. I said, man, you're never going to get better if you don't go out there and give it a whirl. But you got to definitely love this young man's tenacity. He's never going to give up. The no-quit attitude is going to pay dividends. And right now he's racing with some of the best in the business. Sestair and the 20 of Neil Kemp.
And I tell you what, Cole Burleson, he nailed it. You're right. Whether it's been on the track this season getting better or up here in the booth on that factory stock race, man, it was kind of weird to feel so good about giving up the race and giving up a mic for a race. Because Cole nailed it, man. He's definitely got something he can do up here if he gets out of the car in the future. Tough break for Skeet Amundsen. Pulled off the backstretch there. That F5 right. You know, Zach, I think this is one of the best factory stock fields we've had here all season.
Yeah, one thing we always say is that, you know, quality over quantity, if you will. Tonight, I mean, there's a bunch of guys in here going to win this race any given night, but it's the guy who has been the one to beat. I'd say him and the 32 are 1 and 2 once again. But Whitehead getting that initial jump on the start of it and getting out front and dictating this race. This is what we were going to need. We were going to need a caution.
And I tell you, being on this little bull ring, Zach, for only, what do we have? I think we have 14 or 15 factories here. Look how busy the track is right now with that many cars. It's crazy busy.
Man.
Subway sounds good, though. It's about the only thing open over at Red Lick at 3 in the morning when you're coming home from Timberline after a late night.
I wish I had a 24-hour Subway. It'd be a lot less thick. Off of 4. Down the front straightaway. Whataburger calling my name tonight. Ah! Down the front straightaway, Whitehead slid up there on the restart. Burleson gave up that 5th spot to the 20 of Neil Kemp as they roll off the 2 down the back straightaway.
Like
Here comes Brandon Brown. What can he do for you? He can go to the race league. We'll see if he can do it.
I was going to say, it looked like a train coming out of that low line over there. Same thing over here, looking all down the low line. It was in Neil Kemp. He's going to put on a high side dig sticks. Our Club 20 dig sticks are digging.
And
Brandon Brown, though, he's got the best shot he's had all night at Justin Aubrey Whitehead.
Here's the deal, is that he wants to get in there and rattle Justin Cage, and I think that's probably what he did on the initial start, unless the front tires did skate, in fact, for that traction spot. But we'll have to see here, because the way Justin's hanging that left rear out, he's going to give him a tap maybe there just a little bit. He shows him some respect. Respect and sportsmanship shown to his good friend and counterpart Justin Whitehead for the race lead. Jaws out front in 36J.
Look at Colby Mewburn, too, man. He's right there, literally nip. Tell you what, watch out. Kevin's the stairs right behind him, too, trying to close in.
I knew that this was going to make it interesting on the restart because I thought Brandon would have another chance, pull those tires down, he'd be able to try to pin it, but he can't do it. He can't keep the car pinned and rotate off the exit of the corner like the 36J of Whitehead can. As you can see, Whitehead's kind of hanging his car further out, and he's backing up his entry. He's hanging that right rear way out, and then he's getting on the throttle a lot sooner. He's able to bring that car right off the bottom of the exit of the corner.
Yeah, looking real good, looking real pretty out there. Brandon Brown staying a lot closer than he has been, man. I'll tell you, it's going to get interesting here as we come to 2 to go from Flagman Joe for these outlaw chassis up front. Looking pretty. They're now top 4, Zach.
And I'll tell you what, Cole Burleson got back around Neil Kemp. I'm not sure what's going on back here for 5th or if there was contact, but I think Neil Kemp may give him a shot in the shorts. I could tell it was getting a little aggressive for a moment.
Look at Lishman and Mike Wells and Andrew Rossum as well. They're almost 3 wides. They go to turn 3 and 4.
Caution's out. Caution is out.
That's going to
much sooner. His car is really, he's set up there on the bottom of the night, and it's off. It's definitely obvious. We'll see what happens here late with only a few laps to go. Whitehead back on the loud pedal. He puts his foot through the floorboard, puts that best engine power plant to the racing surface. We're back underway here at Texarkana 67 Speedway here in Mandeville, Arkansas. Into 1 and 2 as he heads off the 2 down the back straightaway, setting his sights on the 3. The white flag should be coming out this time by.
Right now, Justin Aubrey Whitehead sitting pretty, but he got his buddy Brandon Brown behind him there with Kobe Muber. Neil Kemp trying to take fourth away from
the caution's back out.
Man, is that going to be our 007 golden gun?
Until he had a solid top 5 run going. Whitehead's just able to keep that 36J car pinned around the hub of the racetrack better than anyone else tonight. We'll see if something happens, but they're going to have to really get up on that wheel and saw on to get the job done.
Here we go. Green flag's out. It'll be a green-white checkered, I believe, here for Zach is looking. Colby Buford, Kevin Sestair, side by side, going into turn 1 and 2.
Whitehead leaving that left rear, kind of hanging out just a little bit more. That time off of exit opens up the door as they're side by side down the back straight with Mubern and Sestair into turn number 3. The Rains County Rocket trying to take that 3rd spot away as Muber's ran for it the entire time. Here comes Brandon Brown out of nowhere. The white flag is out, and holy smokes.
Roles are reversed from April the 20th. Zach, what's going to happen? 1 lap to go. Brandon Brown digging on the inside of Justin Whitehead. They're side by side coming out of 2. Sestair and Mubern. They're 3 wide for Lishman. Kemp. We got races all over the place. Bring us home, Zach.
A great race for the race lead. They're going side by side. Brandon Brown trying to steal this one away. He has not led 1 lap, but he'll come off before. He leads the 1 and only final lap. Wait, Whitehead's in the throttle. Whitehead wins it. Whitehead with a thriller.
Wow.
Whitehead wins an absolute Michael Jackson thriller at Texarkana.
Wow, what
and
a
you know,
race.
I got to tell you what, dude. That there came out of nowhere. If you saw that, Whitehead beat Brandon Brown by about a half of a cat's whisker. Tonight, he beats him by about a half of a nose. I don't know what you race fans thought, but I did not think Brandon, as good as that 36J was rolling to the bottom, didn't think he was able to keep his car pinned down there. I was pretty shocked that he made that big of a bid for him. Well, getting ready to climb out of the race car. Justin Whitehead in Texarkana 67 Speedway victory lane. Justin, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I thought you had that one sealed up. Those late cautions, I was thinking maybe that second to last caution, Brandon would try something different. Your car was just stuck so good around the bottom in 1 and 2 and off of exit. And I don't know what he did under that caution, but that his 32 car really started sticking down there, and boy, he gave you the best run.
Man, I couldn't keep mine on the bottom. That was a good race. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I honestly thought he had my ass coming out of 2, but there was just enough coming out of the back or coming out of 4 to grab it. So appreciate him running me clean. It was an awesome race.
Obviously, it coulda, woulda, did you? Coulda, woulda, shoulda deal with him, I guess. But man, would that have hurt the lead all night team and not lead that final one if he would have beat you out this much?
Oh no, it's going to the same shop. We work side by side all week long. Because all that matters.
That's a lot of fun, though. I mean, you looking forward to next week to defend your SmackDown victory in the Battle Royal?
Oh yeah, me and him both won the last 2, so we're hoping to keep it at the shop.
Let's hear about all the folks that help you out in the race car.
Thompson Motorsports, of course, C&D Mechanical, Henry Motorsports, Spencer & Son Timber, Borderline Septic Systems, Hadaway Towing, Outlaw Race Cars, my wife, Sarah, A&T Deliveries, Ames Ford, Pro One Transmissions, and Alan and Chris, of course, for all the help tonight.
One more thing, Justin. Race fans, was that not a fun race or what? Y'all give it up to Justin Whitehead. Hey, that's what you do this for. As many wins as you may have in the last several years, that gets the old blood flowing every time, doesn't it?
Should have got my blood flowing. I thought he had me, and I appreciate everybody for coming on out.
Good job, Justin.
Thank you.
Get up for him, ladies and gentlemen. The Hooks, Texas racer Justin Whitehead parks it on the slab. Too loud in your ear? What's the problem?
No, for the video.
So green flag will come out here from Joe Home. Flagman Joe. Look at Adam Kane. He's going to send it into turn 1 and 2. He always sends it too far, Zach. No glue on the stamp. He'll spin around. Chris Rogers, a little bit of contact. Raising Kane, sending it a little bit too hot and heavy. We'll bring out a caution. Re-rack and restack. 5-8. 3-0. Adam Kane. Talking about brakes. Adam Kane's got a break here, Zach. He'll go back to his starting spot after that spin-a-rooney because the original restart. No, you can't leave, Zach. Stay right here. No, Zach. No, Zach. They shouldn't have let you across the Louisiana state lines anyway. We go back green here for this 20-lap hottest dog feature race. Daniel Jones, Jamie Jimbo Clayton. Let's see if Adam Kane, he's a little bit more patient here. Adam Kane gonna give him a chance here this time to get it shaken out. He'll fall back though. He's got a mirror full of Rogers and go to the inside. He gonna send it on the high side, try to get on the outside of Daniel Jones. No luck there. Jamie Jimbo Clayton already trying to take off. But the slab hunter, Chris Rogers, he better get on the move. Jamie Jimbo Clayton get up there and open it up, take off. As Rogers looking on the back end of Adam Kane right now with the goat to his inside. Two fast hot rods right there, but they're going to back around Daniel Jones, and he says, I got a fast hot rod too, baby. Find that canary yellow and bellow and try to get around me, fellow. They're almost 3 wide there with Goats. Chris Rogers side by side with Raising Kane. We've got contact. Oh my. Kane's going to sit it off into turn 3 and 4, get to the high side of Daniel Jones and the X. We got a race, good battle back over second, third, and fourth. Rogers may not be too happy with Kane after that contact. It's ripped off part of the quarter panel there on the right side. They're still back side by side. I tell you what, it ain't gonna scare Chris Rogers. He said, hey, you wanna beat me, you wanna bang me, I'll still come up here and get around you. Daniel Jones kind of impedes the progress of Rogers there momentarily. A good side by side battle there over the third. Daniel Jones not able to step out much as they are doing that side by side battle. A little contact there. Rogers had to back off to keep from sending Jones on a spin-a-rooney trip, courtesy of the wagon. So Rogers spins himself out trying to stop that from happening. Tough break for the slab hunter. We got him re-racked. We got him restacked. We got Jamie Jimbo Clayton down front right now with Adam Kane to the outside of Daniel Jones there. Got the GOAT and Brandon Starn side by side. Shelby Franks, Chris Rogers. He's going to try to pick his spots back up. We'll see what happens. Danny Cathy routing them out. Almost some contact there from Rogers. GOAT, good little show on the backstretch. That's a battle for second and a battle for fourth. They're almost 3 wide coming out of the corner here. It's Chris Rogers. He's marching his way back up through the field. He's running right now where he was at before the unfortunate spin there off the Daniel Jones bumper. So, and when I say that, it was the backwards way of that. He tried to back out from Jones there, and he's back up to third, though. He's going to try to chase down Raising Kane. Good side-by-side. No, Daniel Jones cuts it out. I tell you what, GOAT saved him. Daniel Jones was about to go for a spin-a-rooney, and Daniel GOAT there saved him, sent him back the right direction. That's going to get us to the halfway point this time by. Good battle for second between Adam Kane and Chris Rogers. All over the back of Jamie Jimbo Clayton. They can get this one shaken out, man. I tell you what, you got 3 fast hot rods right now running that top 3. I tell you, if Adam Kane and Rogers can figure out who in the world is going to take second, they got something for Jamie Jimbo Clayton, baby. Right now, you got Kane on the high side. You got Rogers working the low side. And Jimbo, he can go wherever he wants to. Rogers going to stick it down low there, trying to get a run from out of turn 2 on the inside of Kane. He'll take it. Give Chris Rogers second. He's back up front with a carburetor hold. Heck, can he hold on to second? What a race we have here. Oh, boy, I thought I heard Rogers start popping again. That carburetor, boy, got me on edge up here after last week. But he's there, baby. He's going to try to give Jamie Jimbo Clayton the business. It's starting to heat up here in this hobby stock feature race. Just over halfway. Got about 7 or 8 to go here. The Punisher is not quite punishing him the normal way here tonight. He's usually got a half a track lead, but Chris Rogers looking to the inside. He'll have to fall back there, but I tell you what, Rogers has got the speed. Just, you know, you got to get around him. We talk about it all the time. There's a difference in catching a guy. There's a difference in passing a guy. So can Rogers make that wagon work on the low side as Jimbo is sticking to the high side? They are almost side by side down the backstretch, man. Don't blink. I keep looking for battles through the field on this one, but I want to keep up front because I tell you, well, Rogers is there. And if Rogers or Jimbo screw up, Adam Kane will take over the top spot because he's not letting them get away. Oh, watch out for Shelby Ward over there. Oh, my, that was close. Oh, no, please, no. Stock feature race. Here we go, fans. Lights are out. They're digging. Look at GOAT. He's ready. Gary Stevens Jr. is ready. He's going to see what he can do on the outside of Daniel Jones. Adam Kane, Chris Rogers, Jamie Jimbo Clayton. Oh, Rogers, boy, he puts a stamp and sends it in the low side. Almost gets a little contact there. Here he goes. He's got to run down the backstretch. It's the wagon. It's shagging. Chris Rogers looking for slab hunting here at 67 Speedway. He's got the top spot, baby. Adam Kane all over him. What's going on with Jimbo? Jimbo's dropped 2 spots. Daniel Jones might get around Jimbo this time. The GOAT looking to get around Jimbo. What has happened to the Punisher, J3? Clearly some problems. He backs out of it. I wonder if that contact with Danny Cathy after that caution had anything to do with that. Adam Kane is there. Chris Rogers. What a show. Contact over here in 1 and 2. Crossover slide job. Chris Rogers ain't going to have it. He's going to take it back going down the backstretch. They're still side by side. Going to be do this through 3 and 4. We'll get the white flag probably door to door. What a race, fans. Don't blink as they come down the front stretch. Oh my, there's no love lost there. Caution is out. It's going to get interesting on this final restart. Right when you're trying to go left.
I think I'd wreck whoever I wanted to wreck out here on my I'm just kidding. I'm just being facetious. Let's be honest.
Quit saying that big words that we don't understand.
A lot of little fireworks.
Green, white checker coming up, I think, Zach.
Back on our way here in the Hobby Stock main event. Had to go take a moment break, and I came back and we nearly treated to another straight photo finish as Whitehead just won a thriller over Brandon Brown. Jones sent it up top there, and final time in the the white flag will be coming out this time by the 327 is there. Chase, final time into 1 and 2. Off of 4, down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Into turns 1 and 2, Rogers going to lead them in that wagon. Adam Kane looking to race some more of his last name here on the final lap of the final turn. Off of turn number 4, he'll hold back the advances on that late race restart. How about it, ladies and gentlemen, for Chris Rogers in 22. A good run on the final lap, and it was incredible. And boy, that was one of them ones where you were saying just throw the checkers. So last week, Rogers is Chase's head down for the interview there. Rogers did not get to cash in after having a great race car. Give it up for him, race fans. Chris Rogers out of the car.
Slab Daddy, Chris Rogers getting it done here at 610 Speedway. Redemption from last week after having the carburetor issues. Distributor, whatever. I'm not a part guy.
I'm so mad
Carburetor's already on a car. Shouldn't they just call it a berator? Hey, Slab Daddy. Welcome to Victory Lane here at 610 Speedway for the 2018 season, man. We'll give a little turn here for Races on Texas up here. But, hey, what a race, man. I tell you, I was up there tripping on that caution after Shelby Franks took the spin and a little contact there with Danny Cathy and Jimbo. And I was like, oh, don't take out our leaders. Put on a show, man, with this going on. And then Jimbo had to pull off. And then you and Raising Adam Kane getting it on, man.
Yeah, I've raced this whole race with a bad steering box, no power steering. Arm strength, baby.
Hey, let's get it done. I was just glad we didn't hear you come down the front stretch at one point and start going pop, 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 pop again because I was a little upset last week.
I'm sure it's running on 7 cylinders again, but it's still got plenty of power. SHP racing engine getting it done.
Well, I'm just glad after week 1 you showed back up, got this thing legal to beat out here with our hobby stocks. I love seeing this wagon out here, man. I know you got some people you want to thank for this ride as well, Mr. Dustin Nation.
That's not Dustin's. I actually had a guy wanting to come tonight and buy it, but I told him I can bring a trailer after the races. He can come get it.
And you're going to get you an IMCA modified, I heard, right?
I'm what I'm working on.
Hey, we'd love to have you out here with us, man. Again, congratulations. Give it up here for Slab Daddy, Chris Rogers, getting parked out of Nashville, Arkansas. We'll see him again, I'm sure, in 2 weeks when we go back racing in hobby stocks.
The invert. It'll be the 1R of Lucas Berry. Former car, the Coastal Cutting and Fabrication IRP chassis, the Chris Riggs, piloted to a solid finish here a couple of weeks ago. So the outside of the front row would be the 1R and 1X on the front row would be Chris Gardner from Stamps, Arkansas. Oh, we're going green. Patrick Frank, Jimmy Tubbs, the wild child, and 72 as they send it off into 1 and 2 for the first time. And Thompson a little bit right in front of the field. Stroman's involved. The 2 of Roy is involved, as well as the Falk Arkansas racer BJ Moore. You got a Walmart in a...
We go back green here. Jimmy Tubbs outside of R.J. Stroman. Right now, Chris Gardner getting it done.
And already R.J. Stroman has disposed of the 36J As here comes Whitehead, though, trying to mark it around the hub of the racetrack and work to the inside of the 88. That Western Flyer working tonight, but Jimmy Tubbs to the outside here, Chase. And here comes Strowman for the race lead, and Whitehead thought better of it. He went 3 wide momentarily. Into turn number 3. R.J. Strowman going to push up the racetrack. Oh, boy. Car skated there out from underneath him, and here comes Whitehead hugging the hub. Is hugging it just as well as he was. Oh, Whitehead nearly gets turned in front of the wall. What a save. What a save. Save of the year for Justin Whitehead.
Contact Adam Roy. Look at Jimmy Tubbs, the wild child on the outside. Going to try to pass them both.
Wow.
We're going to have a caution, though, over here with B.J. Moore.
Wow, Chase. Did you not see? You didn't see that.
I did not. I caught the end of it there.
Wow.
I bet Austin caught it. Thumbs up, Austin. Did you catch it?
R.J. Strowman. R.J. Strowman going to smash his foot to the throttle and put us back underway here at Texarkana 67 Speedway. Down the front straightaway back into turn number 1 here on the restart. We'll see if Justin Whitehead can sweep the night tonight. He'll smash the loud pedal down the back straightaway. 2 heavyweights, 3 heavyweights at that. Don't ever forget about Adam Roy. He won 20 races back in the 2013 season, and he'll roll to the back tail, take off before putting that RPM power to the test. Down the front straightaway chase. It's heating up, and RJ slammed the door right there at Whitehead. And oh, baby, Whitehead drove it deep all the way underneath the fuel cell.
Whitehead all over the back of R.J. Strowman, the showman here. As Adam Roy's kind of fell back there. B.J. Moore coming in fourth, getting around Jimmy Tubbs there. Top 5 right now.
Strowman's unable to keep the car pinched to the bottom like he would like to. Here comes Whitehead for the race lead. Not much this time. The 88 still continues lead here at Texarkana. Whitehead now around the hub. We got another dandy brewing. We nearly chased. I'm telling you, unless Whitehead checks out here, 3 straight races that we'd be treated to great racing and possibly photo finishes.
That's it, man. They're door to door. They're wheel to wheel fans. Watch this battle for the lead. Justin Aubrey Whitehead jaws. He just sunk the teeth in. He takes over the top spot from R.J. Strowman.
And don't forget, race fans, that early in this race they were involved in that melee in 1 and 2, and was something maybe bent or knocked out of shape for the 88 of Strowman. Same could be said for Whitehead, but you'd think maybe for RJ, although the car does seem to be working well, you never can tell as what the driver feels behind the cockpit.
I tell you, no more races, like you said, as Aubrey has on that car here with us. And he's looking impressive. He's starting to step out away from Strowman right now, Zach. B.J. Moore trying to close in the back of Adam Roy. You got Patrick Franks and Jimmy Tubbs, the wild child, back here for 5th and 6th.
And nonetheless, this will be a very exciting and a big confidence booster for Whitehead as around goes Jimmy Tubbs there. Good job by Franks to get by, as well as Weaver.
The wild child
And
is
Caution.
wild in 3 and 4. He's going to bring out a caution. Tough break there.
Of course, yeah.
That's the way the slide jobs work sometimes, though, right?
Yeah, you got to be able to cross. I don't call them a slide job unless you check the throttle and turn back down underneath for the crossover.
Right, true.
But off of 4, we're back underway at Texarkana Speedway. A little bit of modified main. Good restart by Adam Roy.
Oh, issues! Oh, I'm sorry, I saw that coming. 60 was trying to pull to the infield, and Sammy Cox was right there and said, please don't.
Yeah, said I'm slamming Sammy. Nobody slams me. In the front. Look at this, 3 wide.
Oh,
And no, that's an 8 tires. It's better than 4.
Jimmy Tubbs, Chase Glenn Morgan, man, it's a mess. 4 mods are making a mess, Zach.
Are you sure the Battle Royale's not till, or it's not tonight?
I don't know, man. It definitely may be. They are beat.
Or Louisiana, Arkansas, and Oklahoma areas. So Joel Cuvion winning his first night out in a brand new Western Flyer at Sabine Motor Speedway last weekend. Whitehead trying to get his first one in that new chassis tonight. As we'll roll off of 4, he'll put us back underway and get this party restarted as he punches the time clock. We're back to work. And the 1. On RaceOnTexas.com on demand. Next weekend we'll be live here for the 2nd annual Battle Royal and the 3rd annual SmackDown. A lot of exciting stuff going to take place. So KR Promotions LLC. As we'll roll off of 4, Whitehead with a little bit of a slight push that time.
Oh, I was watching 3 wide back here with Jimmy Tubbs, the wild child, Chase Glenn Morgan. That 1J, they trying to get it done there. Adam P. Wayne Roy's looking to the inside of R.J. Strowman, Red Lake, Texas, trying to get on by New Boston, Texas.
And that may end up being the battle for the lead, because I don't know, the harder they get the race in here for 2nd, they're going to open up the door for Whitehead to get out front and really get comfortable. All the while, aerodynamics are a factor in this sport, but it's not like we're racing through the draft at Daytona, but it does affect the aerodynamics a little bit when you race side by side.
Adam Roy, I tell you, he's holding strong right now with R.J. Strowman at the press right now, trying to see what he can do. We're at the halfway point. Adam P. Wayne Roy said, I'm going to send it here in a moment. I got a katydid. Watch out.
We got one setting up the donut shop down here in 3 and 4. He gets it refired. He does a Sean White 720, if you will, as Whitehead now is checking out on his competition. Mr. Factory Stock. Justin Whitehead looking for a career win 152 tonight.
We're going to start calling him Mr. Sport Mod, too?
Although he did nearly win the Hoosier Tire Southwest Southern Sport Mod Nationals at Waco, Texas, the heart of Texas last season. Surrendered the second spot late to Robert Scribner after starting on the front row, came home third, but nonetheless was the overall top point man in the Factory Stock and won that crown a year ago at the Southern Nationals and sat on the pole with the most passing points.
Yeah, I guess he's got a lot of wins to go to be that Mr. Sport Mod guy like he did Mr. Factory Stock. But right now, he's looking pretty on that low side. I tell you, I think it's what's working for Adam, Wayne Roy. RJ's running that high side. Adam's running that low side. Low side looks like it's coming in real good tonight, Zach.
Yeah, nonetheless, he's a wheelman, Your Honor. A desperate fool on the endless, pitiful ropes. Down the front straightaway, Whitehead with a sizable advantage. Never rests on his laurels, though. Never complacent behind the wheel. He come out here, he just won earlier, and that wasn't enough. He says, I got to get two in the same night.
Lap traffic's going to play a factor, Zach.
Yeah,
he's blocking the high side. It's going to give Adam Roy a run. They'll take the middle. 3 wide with the lap car here. Can Adam Roy, can he pounce on this opportunity? Almost getting by Strowman.
Yeah, if this battle for the second was for the win, I'll tell you what, we'd be setting up for 3 straight races that were finishing photo finishes. As Adam Roy going to get the upper hand this time, chase down the back straightaway in the turn 3. As Whitehead got bottled up big there by Morgan.
Yep, big time. Glad that second place battle's not a little bit closer. It could have been ugly. Joe Hone telling him, hold your line. Adam Roy trying to get by Strowman. It's a battle for second. Oh, my.
Not sure Justin's going to receive pressure here unless we get a late race caution and somebody finds something they haven't found to this point. Into turn number 3. Whitehead going to hug the hub and hub it well. I'll tell you what, he's running the racetrack lower than the catfish. Got to be sinking at the bottom of the river. Mudcats don't get that low. I'm telling you. As everybody continues to hug the hub of the Texarkana 67 Speedway. You want to be here next weekend. We'll have a full field of cars, I imagine, and unlimited modifieds as well, as they'll be laying it all on the line. Last year's SmackDown winner was Rodney White. Of course, Rodney White took all the momentum that he won in the SmackDown last year to go on and win the 10,000 win Hoosier Tire Southwest Southern Nationals. So into 3 and off of 4. It will be 2 laps to go, shown from Judge Jury and Executioner Joe Hone this time by.
So right now, looks like Adam Roy may have that second spot locked up. RJ Strowman, that low line again, coming in pretty. And BJ Moore running on the inside of Chase Glenn Morgan. That's not a battle for position, though. Chase Glenn Morgan is a lap down. Jimmy Tubbs back here with Sammy Cox as well. White flag is out. One more lap for Jaws. Justin Aubrey Whitehead.
Final time. I'm not sure that if we had Brandon, you had Grigsby and all of them here, I'm pretty sure 36J was going to be fast no matter what. As he does roll off a 3 and off a 4, the reigning SmackDown winner. Gonna look to roll in next week with a lot of momentum. Justin Whitehead to victory lane. '67 Speedway, Texarkana victory lane. It'll be his first win in this Western Flyer Racing chassis, once again built by Curtis Allen out of Oklahoma. Chase Lawler heading down for the post-race interview with the driver of the Spencer & Son Timber RaceOnTexas.com Saints Ford, Texas' oldest dealership. Superior Racing Graphics, Thompson Motorsports, Foam Pros, A&T Delivery, 36J. 7-time Cajun Classic winner Justin Whitehead out of the race car.
Give it up for your winner here, Justin Aubrey Whitehead, getting out showing some enthusiasm with this win of that Western Flyer, 36J, getting it done. You know, said earlier in the week, your favorite, the sport buy for next week's event might be RJ Strowman, the showman. I think Justin White said, hey, I won't throw my name in that hat tonight, huh?
Man, we've been struggling, and I had some good friends work really hard on this thing this past week, and it was really 10 times better than it has been. I couldn't be happier.
Well, looking good, looking pretty. Yeah, out front, anything, with RJ right now, he's just on fire here, NBA Jam style. So definitely getting it done, man, looking pretty. And I know you got some people you want to thank on this thing.
Oh, yeah, Spencer & Son Timber, Borderline Septic, Hadaway Towing, Thompson Motorsports, Best Engines, Henry Motorsports, Texarkana Tire and Wheel, my wife, Sarah, Chris, and Alan, of course.
Again, fans, give it up for Justin Aubrey Whitehead getting it done here at 67 Speedway over RJ Strowman.
Jesse Schwetman. He's in a hot chassis. Outside will be Michael Rhodes. Inside of 2 to be the 50 is Steve Rebel Ward out of Texarkana. Keaton Atkinson, the heater from Hot Springs. Outside or inside of row number 3 to be Drew Armstrong. Keith Lawson in the 11A. The lights are out. We are underway. Kevin Astaire starting at the tail. Kevin Astaire starting at the tail. We'll see what he can do. He skipped the heat race earlier to save his stuff, he said. So he'll throw it into the mix here in the main event and become a player. Atkinson going to get disposed up there to the midpoint of the back straightaway. He'll drive it deep into turn number 3, the 24. Here comes Armstrong. He'll try to split the gap and go 3 wide here, but here comes Astaire to his inside. Down the back straightaway, Michael Rhodes with the race lead right now. And they'll come around. We got Steve Ward together down here. And the caution, Speedway IMC Modified Champion in the 70, who won a thriller in a heat race last weekend over Atkinson and Armstrong. As we will throw the lights out and turn them green this time by. Rhodes going to lead him, but Armstrong's already in hot pursuit. I told you last week he was the man with the bounty on his head. He said, guess what? This is still my county. And he came back to Texarkana and stole their lunch money. And once again on another dirt track Friday night, Steve Rebel Ward trying to work something there and get 2 for the price of 1 as Schwetman goes back to 4th. Atkinson's 3rd. The battle for the top spot is heating up into turn 22. Michael Rhodes about to have heavy company with a driver he beat by about a half of a nose last weekend in the heat race performance and a stellar heat race once again. And that's what set Drew up for how well the car was working in the main event. He made a 4 wide pass down the back straightaway off of turn 2 about 7 laps into the books of that race. But very, very close right now. Right on the top string on the Texas fiddle. He'll continue to roll the middle of the racetrack here to 1 and 2. Drew Armstrong, who's won many at Tracy Clay's I-30 Speedway in Little Rock. The Arkansas hot shoe. He's about the only thing Arkansas fans have something to cheer about nowadays. The Razorbacks. They've been having a tough go of it, folks. You know, I'm not sure Drew Armstrong needed to marry into the Swindell family, if you will, but I'll tell you what. Brother-in-law, of course, Kevin Swindell. That family, they got a lot of racing roots. They got a lot of talent. There ain't no doubt about it. He didn't get shorted on that bucket list. Into 1 and 2. Rhodes going to try to slam the door shut in front of his face. The cool, calm, meticulous Drew Armstrong. He says, you want to hop up here and crow tonight. Michael Rhodes says, I'm up to it. I'm ready for the challenge. He'll smash the loud pedal and separate himself by a car length or 2 into turn number 3. Armstrong going to continue to roll it in deeper, though. He'll find some bite off of turn number 4, but not enough. Down the front straightaway, we're halfway in the books. 50% complete. We're 10 in and 10 laps to go this time by in this 20-lap affair. Down the back straightaway. As the IMC Modifieds will be off next weekend for the KR Promotions LLC 2nd Annual Battle Royale, 3rd Annual SmackDown right here at Texarkana. But we'll love to have them back here in a few weeks. And for the big one, on July the 4th, a Wednesday night, July the 3rd Wednesday night special after JC Promotions Arcotech Speedway event. The $2,000, correct, Chase?
Yeah, I tell you, the Paris, Texas native, man, he has definitely found him a lane out there, man. He is looking pretty. You know, last week had some bad luck in the feature after that awesome heat race, too. But right now you got Keaton Atkinson back there, too, with Steve Rebel Roy, Jesse Schwetman. They're all racing here side by side.
The only man that has been able to come in here and steal the lunch money from Drew Armstrong this season when he's been in contention was the night that Tyler Stevens came up here and doubled up and won in the hobby stock as well. And he's about to get company. Speaking of the 70 of Rhodes, here comes 01A of Armstrong.
Trying to chase him down. He's all over the tail tank there. Michael Rhodes. Kiamichi King meets the Benton, Arkansas King, we'll say there, Zach.
And this is obviously no disrespect to Keith Lawson, obviously. But you can see the car. That's the car that he drove here to about 4 straight wins, because the car that he drove here last Friday night to Victory Lane is a brand new Larry Shaw car that he's in tonight. A lot of times it is the driver, but
that's a Shaw XL. I think I heard him say too, man. That's a top of the line chassis, isn't it?
Absolutely. Larry Shaw's built over 2,100 modifieds out of Arkansas. One of the guys he helped get going was Mark Martin, of course. as they hold down the front straightaway. Michael Rhodes is driving a flawless race tonight.
No doubt about it, because you saw Drew Armstrong. He put a stamp on it, sitting at the high side over here in turn 3 and 4. And, just can't grab the bike, can't grab the speed. That low line, I told you earlier, it looked like it was coming in good.
Oh, no.
Oh, I thought, has he got a problem?
Yeah, he just broke. I think he broke. I don't know. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he did not. But
With 2 to go, I hope not, man. You're right, though. He lost power, I thought, for a
he
second.
was really able to roll around that bottom of the racetrack. But yeah, it looked like damn near was coming to a stop. But he still got the same amount of distance between he and the front bumper to the 0-1. That was kind of strange, but nonetheless, he still got the same exact advantage.
He's got 1 to go here. Kiamichi King, Michael Rhodes to hold off. I am strong, Drew Armstrong, but am I as strong as the Kiamichi King?
And this is when the heartbreak happens. A lot of times for many racers, when you got a good shoot like Armstrong, he set the car up on I-30 before he set it up in turn number 3.
Oh,
Off of
Sweatman
4.
was almost in the way. Sorry, Zach brings home.
Michael Rhodes going to win an INCA modified main event here this season at 67 in a pretty dang good race tonight. So last week, Michael Rhodes, I mentioned that stellar heat race. He held back the 0-1 by a half of a nose at the line. Tonight, though, he leaves no doubt on the table. And the one that matters the most, he'll become your 4th different IMCA Oval Modified winner here in the 2018 season in Texarkana. And driving one of Dean Abbey's Addiction chassis. Driving the number 26. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Rhodes in victory lane here at Texarkana. Well, Michael, man, this has to feel really, really, really good. Obviously, last weekend you had that stellar heat race performance. You held back Drew Armstrong. I guess it was the one that mattered. He won a pretty good thriller over there last Friday night, or over here, sorry. But man, the 70 car was set up on kill, and you had that bottom working really well.
Oh yeah, man. I have a lot of respect for all these guys that race here, and man, I wish there was a lot more cars here because the track's awesome, the pay is awesome, but man, I couldn't ask for a better group of guys to race with, a better track to race on, and man, it's just awesome.
Did you ever feel the pressure from Drew? What were you thinking you needed to do at that time? Obviously, he's been so good here this year.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't very consistent there on the bottom, and I pushed up once pretty bad in 3, and I seen him peek his nose under me, and I was like, man, I better keep the same rolling around the bottom. So
you had a pretty good car, though. If you can give a mistake or two and have Drew lurking behind you.
Oh yeah, Lonnie Richardson at Team Richardson Chassis and J.R. Herrera at Addiction Chassis have both really helped me out a lot. And the last 2 weeks, this car has been, I just hold the steering wheel.
Anybody else you'd like to thank?
My wife is here, and she lets me spend all the money I need to on this thing and helps me out with it. I don't do tire prep. This is Miss Tire Prep, and it's awesome, man. Appreciate it.
The one-man band crew. I think Chase mentioned it. What's your hometown again, and how far do you drive up here to race every Friday night?
Paris, Texas, and I believe it's around 110 miles.
That's a pretty good trip, man. We appreciate you racing with us at Texarkana. Congratulations. You're well overdue for a victory.
All right, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Rhodes out of Paris, Texas, in victory lane in the 70.
Side row 2 out of Willisville, Arkansas. 3rd row inside 3, Trent Crabtree out of Fire, Arkansas. And the 12M of Chris McKnight out of Hooks, Texas. 4th row inside 36, Connor Mewburn. 82, Chris Perkins. 5th row is Chris Riggs and Danny Rambo. 6th row is going to be Brandon Plumley, Cody Laughlin, Dalton Vines, and Luke Wheat. Good little battle coming out of turn 2. They're already 3 and 4 wide. These 4-cylinders getting crazy out of turn 2 there in the first lap like they do almost every week out here. Right now, Justin Converse out front in front of the 21M there. Morgan Powell. And caution's going to come out here as I'm not sure exactly what's going on. So we'll see if we got the lineup shaking out here for Joe Hone to give him the green flag here. As again, 15 laps to go. We'd have no laps in the book here. What can Morgan Powell do with Justin Converse today? It's going to be important on the restart to see what she can do, because that's going to be your best opportunity, I think, to do anything on Converse. Watch out for Lishman and Dakota Cooper there, though. They are right there. They go 3 wide already, make it 4 wide. Dakota Cooper's going to shoot the hole. He's going to take the top spot, passing Converse and Powell. Chris McKnight falling behind Converse and Powell there with Lishman. Chris Perkins going to try to sit in on the high side. They go on the corner. We're 3 wide back here with Danny Rambo, Trent Crabtree, and Connor Mewburn. Morgan Powell all over the back of Justin Converse with Lishman right there, too. Chris McKnight digging on the inside. We'll see what that shakes out here. Good racing. Let me tell you, look at these 4-cylinders. Oh, my. Lishman, Perkins, Bieber go 3 wide down the backstretch. Converse on the outside of McKnight there. It's a battle for second as Dakota Cooper starting to step out in that new car. little save for Danny Rambo there. Thought he was going to get to the side of Trick Crabtree coming out of turn 4. He gets it gathered up. As you're almost got 3 wide there with Perkins. Rambo backs out, though, thank goodness. And Converse outside of McKnight going to take second place back away. Morgan Powell's fell back to 4th, and you got Lishman running in 5th with Mewburn in 6th, Perkins in 7th, Crabtree, Rambo, Riggs, and Wheat. So right now, Dakota Cooper leading the way. Justin Converse says, hey, man, where'd you come from? He's got by him. I think Dakota's been having some good luck up there at Nashville as well, but DPS. And again, that's the first time I've seen him in this silver ride. Section, boy, they making some noise down here on the front stretch. They are watching Dakota get it done. Dakota Cooper found Justin Converse's universe and stepped out. He's taking off, man. Very impressive run right now for the youngster. McKnight running in 3rd as Morgan Powell tries to chase him down. 5th is going to be Lishman. 6th goes to Perkins. We are halfway through this 15-lap race here. Zach will have 7 or 8 to go. 7.5 to go, I guess. Whatever the math is on that, I don't know.
Dakota Cooper way out front in this one. G-O-N-E. He is gone. To go this time by for Dakota Cooper. Dakota Cooper, right in front of the lap car, nearly came down into his lane, and it does, but it does not matter. He'll get the checker flag. Dakota Cooper's going to win the night here at 67 by a straightaway. Yeah, fist bumping across the line. He's fired up in the cockpit. I believe he's won it, took the competition to school tonight. and he'll take a little bit of their lunch money for his effort. Thank all you great race fans for coming out to 67 Texarkana Speedway tonight. We hope you enjoyed your stay. Thank you for choosing the track as your official racing destination. As climbing out of the race car here, the 4-cylinder main event winner tonight here at Texarkana 67 Speedway. As he fist pumped across the line, you could see his jubilance from behind the cockpit a moment ago.
Had the wrong air pressure.
Give it up for Dakota Cooper outside of the 4-cylinder, your main event winner tonight.
Hey,
That's how I tore my knee up that time at USA. We'll get a word with Dakota after they take this picture here. So all the folks that are maybe heading out will get a word with him. Anybody else from the stands want to get in there? No. Hey, for all you folks that are heading out on behalf of Chase Lawler, the voice of 67 Speedway, we're going to get a word here with Dakota Cooper. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for choosing Texarkana 67 Speedway as your official racing destination. Please come back and see us next Friday night for practice. We'll have maybe an announcement this week. We may have a little free preview for the live deal for Saturday for the King of the Hill thing. I'm going to get with Kevin Rogers this week on that. So once again, on behalf of the Gardeners, Chris Green, promoters here at this racetrack, our scores in the tower, Miss Marla Green, Miss Ray Covington, Joe Holm, your judge, jury, and executioner. We thank you so much for choosing this place as your racing destination. We'll see you back here next Saturday night. Hope you can make it on Friday. Nonetheless, hey, Dakota Cooper's here. He parked it in Victor Lane. You earned that one. I'm not sure you knew it, but you had a sizable advantage coming to the checkered flag, but probably nearly a straightaway and some.
Yeah, all I knew is I was watching the other feature races and I seen they was sticking low, so I was just going to try to stick it in low and try to get out in front of everybody.
We got a good old Cavalier here to you. Is this a Cavalier?
Yes, sir. It's a 2004 Cavalier 2.2 Ecotec.
With a dual overhead cam.
I
don't know. I don't even know if that's legal. Anyway, I tell you what, though, we'll get the serious part out of it. How much does this mean to you, obviously, to cash in? You've won at Diamond Park before, correct?
One race before, but never over a crowd like that.
Pretty tough field of competition, man. I want to give you an opportunity to thank anybody else you may like to thank for this race team.
I want to thank especially my brother, Chris. If it wouldn't have been for him, I wouldn't have this car out here tonight. So I want to thank my dad, my mom, my sisters, just everybody who pitched in on it.
There's one way to win them. There's one way to win them close tonight. You left no doubt on the table, man. Congratulations to you, Dakota. You're out of the field.
Thank you.
Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Dakota Cooper parks it in Victor Lane here for the 4 cylinders.